So after 4.5 years of ownership, my beloved Honda CB500X is going. Bit of a sad day really. This is my last ride. I'm taking it to a dealership with a Part X on a new bike. So the bike's been stripped of most items that I want to take, and I'd just like to say that this bike has been an outstanding little bike. The basic bike is an extremely good bike at what it is, which is a competitively priced, well-built and reliable motorbike. 47 brake horsepower. For anybody that rides bigger bikes, it'll feel a little bit underpowered. And I would say personally, motorway, 2-up with luggage, long distance travel, it wouldn't be the bike I would have. But solo travel, mainly away from motorways, an outstandingly good bike. Even on the motorways, it's more than capable of doing the job. I've done 23,000 miles on this bike. There's been no issues whatsoever. There's been no recalls. In that 23,000 miles, I've had 3 sets of tyres. The ones that are currently fitted are still good for another 5,000-6,000 miles. 1 set of rear brake pads, and then really the rest of it has just been annual servicing. The bike's been excellent, particularly on roads that are not main motorways or highways. It'll do it, but it's actually at its best away from those. And gravel tracks, bit of off-road, bit of green laning, more than capable with the right tyres. I've done a lot of modifications on this one to make it more capable for off-road, but the standard bike itself will do the job. It's extremely economical. I've mentioned about the servicing. The annual service maybe has cost me round about the 160, 180 mark, thereabouts. But what makes this machine absolutely superb is the fuel economy. This bike will do, on average, about 80 miles per gallon, give or take. Motorways obviously less, but bimbling about on back roads, it'll probably push up to 90, 95. I once got 100 miles per gallon out of this, having a very gentle ride around some of the back roads where I live. But generally, you could say around about 80 miles per gallon on an average over a period of time. It's a comfortable bike. I find it right. I'm 5'9". For me, it just fits perfectly. You can flat foot, and the riding position is excellent with the positioning of the handlebars. Just the whole ergonomics of the bike make it a nice bike to ride. It's capable of doing some off-road trail riding. You'd need to modify it a bit and put tyres on to do anything more serious, but certainly on gravel tracks in standard form, it would do it, no problem. What did I dislike about the bike? Well, very little, to be honest. The only thing that I'd say is that the current screen on Honda CB500X, this model, I find it a bit difficult to read the clocks, but that's because of age and eyesight. It's still a nice bike. The clocks are still very good. It's just when you compare it to more modern TFT screens and bigger screens, it's a little bit lacking. And maybe the only other thing is, obviously, 47 brake horsepower, I've mentioned already, but I don't think this is a bike for 2-up touring with luggage. Now, you could do it. I mean, you can do anything on anything, can't you? I mean, you could take a Honda C90 and travel 2-up anywhere with it. But to do a little bit of pace, to travel longer distance, 2-up with luggage, I'd have a different bike. I guess that sums up briefly my ownership of the Honda CB500X. Very sad to see it go. This is its last ride. I'm taking it in now to the dealership. So that's the end of my time with the Honda CB500X. I guess you'll be wondering what I've actually chosen for my next bike. And I'm going to leave that for another day. I will get back to you in a few days' time when I pick the new bike up. But for now, it's goodbye Honda CB500X. It's been a proper love affair, but at the end of the day, it is time for us to part. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep an eye out. 2 days' time, I shall tell you what I've bought. Might be a bit of a surprise, really. Anyhow, thanks a lot.